Welcome to part 2 of Introduction to PixelLab tools. So I'm going to be introducing some of the tools. I did that in part 1, so now I'm doing the part 2 of it. Okay, I brought this text to our template here. So if you don't like how things are, change it. You are not a tree. So that's the quote. Right, so I put it there so that the quote will enable us each of the tools, how they'll function or how they're being used. So now we'll come straight to this A here, because this whatever you're typing, if it's not highlighted, this is what will happen. Where the mouse is, this is the only thing you will see, the text and the quote. But once you highlight the character, that means you want to work on the character. Now this is what you see. You see all these functions will now appear for you to use. So because this is what you use when you want to design. So let's go straight. This is edit. We know what edit is. So when you click on edit, it means you want to work on the text. You want to edit the text. Maybe you want to change the write-up or so. If you click on delete, delete is to delete the text, or you want to delete something out of it. Then we say copy. When you click copy, you duplicate. Look at it. You duplicate the text as well. So just going to practicalize it. So we'll highlight it, because if you don't highlight it, you won't see those functions. All right, let's go straight to front. To front. The next one is to back. So let me bring an image to demonstrate this. Okay, let's just make some more image here like this. All right, we check. All right, so we highlight our character, and you see to front. So that means we want to bring it to front. Let's apply color so that you see how it works. Let me put blue. All right. Okay, so now you see it clearly. So this is to back. That means we are sending it back of the image, the shape, right? So it's going back up to the shape. Then we want to bring it forward because of the design we're designing, so it comes forward. So that's the function of that, to back to front. All right, I hope you understand. Then we go to position. When you click on position, you see it brings options for you. So these options, you look at, when you just follow the arrow signs, definitely you know, you look at it moving left, it's moving right, up and down. That's just the function of the arrow. But if you want to make it faster to which direction of the page you're working on, just right, so you increase moved by, right? So you see, it's as if it's jumping, becomes faster, because if you increase this move by. So that's how it works. So let's check. Go to the next one. We've done position, relative positions. Okay, it's almost the same thing, but this is how it works. You see, this one is just like straight to the edge of each end, right? See, straight to the edge of each end. That is how fast this goes. Then you can bring it to the middle. When you tap that, it comes to the middle. Bring it here, it comes to the middle. Position it well for you. So that's that. Then the next one is the size, right? So you can just put your hand on the board there and just drag it straight, backward, plus, minus, and you see the size increases. So that's that. Then we'll talk about the padding. When the left side, look at it. It moves to the left, it moves to the right, it moves to the left. So right padding goes to the right, left padding goes to the left, or return back. So that's what padding does. Color, definitely you know what the color stands for. So look at the right top, and in this color also you can still play with it. Look at, you can, now it's highlighted because they want to access everything you want to apply color to or not. Then if you don't want color to be, if you don't want to apply color to everything, you can just remove some of it, right, and apply. You see the changes there. The color we pick now do not affect all because of this selection, right? This selection down here, you see we exempted some characters here. So look at the template there, it affected it. So we exempted those characters, so we affected it. So that's how it is. But if you want everything to be same, right, you see everything goes back to same. So we'll go back to our blue color that we used initially. Then you check. So that's that. Then we'll go to texture. The texture, if I want a particular, if I'm working on a design and I don't want to stress myself in looking for the color of that design, so I go to texture to get the particular color for that design, the exact color. So when you click on texture, you see it wants you to open that particular design. It wants you to go to that particular design you're working on and pick its color to cover up, to be at just like the same as the one you're working on here, right? So I'll just try something. Let me see. Let's assume this is what we're working on, right? And it's telling us. So we'll just come and do like this, and right. So this is the part where we want. See, it's almost the same. We affected the characters. I think it was almost the first. Let's look for another color so that you see it clearly. So what we have here, let's look for something different. Texture. Okay, let me get this. So I want this particular side for that. Can you see how the character changes? It changes to that particular color on that flyer, because I don't want to use a different color. I don't want to start looking for the color, because that's the flyer I want to work on. For example, if that's the flyer and that's the write-up, so you understand what texture is. The opacity is like if we want it faded into an image, like this is how it works. So we want it faded into this box that's there. We just, you see, it goes inside. As I see some write-up, you see somebody preaching, and you see his second picture behind, like a faded picture. So that's opacity. That's what you do with it. You can still see the write-ups, but it's inside the box, like it's hidden inside the box. So that's how it works. So you can add the effect. That's it. So it comes back. We'll bring our character back. We'll check. All this is we are following. So what the next is rotation. So we rotate. See the character just to play around with it, whichever way you want to structure it or want to put it. It rotates. All right. Then we'll talk about the mark, which area. This down part we're working on. Any area you marked, it take away that part. Mostly this, right? You see, so if you want this area to go off, or you want to do it like mostly this mark works if you want to do most of these 3Ds. Like you want to add a character, then you just once you mark it. If I say check now, you see that part is gone. So I can just bring something under. If I'm designing, I just bring something under here, just design it. Right, the other part that is chopped off, I can just bring it also. When they make it as if so there'll be a line between two. When we keep designing, you keep seeing how it works. So that's how it is. So let's go back. Or I'll bring what else? Yes, font. Definitely, you should know font. So just pick a style for the character, right? Just pick a style for the character. That's simple. So let's go to the styles. We all know this. Make it bold, italic, underline. So we don't need all that. So, but we need it when we're designing. So we know that now. So curve. Yes. So if you want to present this in a box, like a round stuff like that. So you see, want to make it round. Are those logos that used to be round, up and down? Want you to face here or face down, like Redeem logo. See the right up there, Redeem Christian Church of God. It's the right tops are also round. So these are what the bending you use to do that. Okay, then we check. Let me reduce the size of these things. So the next one is background. So do you want to apply background to this write-up? Want to give it a background or not? So if you want, you check and the background is there. Then aligning. So you see, left, right, middle, left, right, middle. So whichever position you want to position it. That's align. To align them, we'll talk about spacing. We want to give it character spacing, right? We want to space the characters. With the words, this time is words and character spacing, right? So we'll go to line spacing. Line spacing. Look at the effect of it. So the next one is stroke. Strokes, the edges of the character is affected. So we can just let's add something there so you see what I'm saying. Look at the edges of the characters affected. So that's a stroke. I'll make it black back. So where we shadow. So you want the character to have shadows. As you can see the shadow. They appear. Want to reduce it. Add blur radius, make it more. So these are the things we play with. So with that inner shadow, if you want the shadow to appear inside the characters, look at the effect of that. Look at the effect. These are shadows that are inside the characters, right? Mostly these are for working on 3Ds. They are beautiful. So we'll talk about the emboss. This is emboss. As it sees, like, can you see that it's already a 3D kind of design? So we'll get that. We'll get to understand that more in the advanced class. So that is that. So let's go back. Let's keep it here. All right. So where's the next one? The next one, perspective. All right. I think that's where we are. Like most of the time, you see it right up as if it was placed on the wall. That's the function of this. See, as if it was placed on the wall. Right. Then when you check, so whichever direction you want to place it obeys and goes to that perspective. Right. So whichever direction you want it, just use your hand and adjust it. And see. Just work for you like that. Alright, let's go back and keep it normal. Okay. You will light it. Then we'll go, what's the next? Just rotation. I want to rotate the world. Want it on X axis or Y, just like this. Up, down, sideways, right? So that's that for rotation. 3D shadows. Once you open it up, you see the shadow on it. You change the color of the shadow if you want to expand it. So those are the shadow, the 3D shadow. So you check. Let's go back. Back. I want the character to be normal character. Okay. So let's continue. With 3D shadow. Okay. So that you can see it clearly. So that's the shadow. I want to expand the shadow as if the character is having, like when you are standing, your shadow. So that's what is reflecting. So let's go back. Alright, what else? Reflection, almost the same thing. But this one, it separates the character from its body. It separates the character from its body. So you see your reflection, but as if your reflection is leaving your body. So that's how this works. So if you check some designs are like that. So this is the tool on PixelLab. So the part B of introduction to PixelLab, part B. So I've explained all the tools we'll be using to do our jobs. Once you understand tools, design becomes easy. Once you understand the tools, how they function, it becomes easy. So I want us to keep going through the tools and understand their function. When you look at it, you see I've explained them using characters to explain them. So it's not going to be difficult. And I know you're going to get it right. So thank you. Wait for subsequent videos.